So you return from Gavadon with another feather in your cap, defeating the Iron Hand ogres. Wish I could claim such an accomplishment. Frankly, it's an honor to know you. Is there anything you need from me? Why, yes, of course, yes. Take it down and burn it. The king told me this was of the highest priority. I'll admit, I thought he was joking, but I assume he wouldn't have sent you if that was the case. We'll redouble our efforts.
Heard what you did at the At-Tura estate. Tava bless you.
Step up, have a look. Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
What do we have here? I think I see a fellow lover of adventure, and I'm betting it's no accident that you're headed this way. Am I right? Have Rivenspire's troubles become your troubles too? Ha! Easier said than done, I'm afraid. But I'm glad to hear Emmerich gives a damn. We thought maybe our dispatches weren't getting through. I was about to walk to Wayrest myself, but you saved me that trouble. And I suspect you can help me further. If you haven't noticed, Rivenspire's caught up in a civil war as bloody as old Rancer's rebellion. This time it's Baron Montclair. He's apparently decided he'll be the king of Shornhelm, whether the rest of the noble houses like it or not. Sure did. The bastard bribed the city guard, attacked the other nobles, and seized half of Shornhelm. Now Montclair's troops are all over, and the Shornhelm Guard's getting its buttocks kicked. So, want to help me save the kingdom? Think of the glory. It'll be just like Rancer's war. We'll rescue Rivenspire and the women will swoon. It'll be great, you'll see. Go on to Shornhelm's chapel and tell Countess Tamriel I recruited you to the cause. I'll be along as soon as I can. What makes tyrants do any of the things they do? Ambition? Glory? I certainly don't know. What I do know is that Montclair's forces have taken half the capital, and will soon take the rest of it unless the Shornhelm Guard get some help. Baron Wylan Montclair. Not much to say, really. Before this, he shared rule with two other noble houses, Dorel and Tamrith. Countess Tamrith says they were never very close, but she certainly wasn't expecting him to start a war. She's the head of one of the noble houses, young, but smart, and very devout. I'm told she studied in Stormhaven, and has Emmerich's favor. She's not unattractive either, but she is my current employer, so I try not to notice. A little of this, a little of that. Lending my sword to just causes, flirting with the ladies. I've drank in every inn and tavern between here and Glenumbra, and I've beat my friend Scordo at cards every chance I get. It's great to see you again. It was quite the talk of Tamriel at the time. Surprised you don't know about it. It was over 10 years ago. Our beloved High King insulted King Ranser of Shornhelm over some minor indiscretion. Ranser reacted poorly and declared war on Wayrest. If you can call it that. Lasted about a year. Just long enough for Emmerich's troops to get a little exercise. When it was over, Ranser was dead and peace was restored to the kingdom. The Triumvirate of Nobles has been running Rivenspire ever since.
Please.
You there? Please. You must help me. Help. Oh, please help me. We were attacked. They struck without warning. The backstabbing bastards. It was House Montclair, the traitorous curs. They caught us by surprise and showed not even a hint of mercy. Lieutenant Fairfax commandeered the old tower on the hill and dug in tight. The Shornhelm Guard won't go down without a fight. Lieutenant Fairfax sent me to gather healing supplies from our wagons, but one of those Montclairs got the drop on me. Can you get the supplies and take them to the lieutenant? I'll see if I can get word about this to the rest of our troops. Lieutenant Fairfax needs those healing supplies. A lot of our soldiers were wounded in the surprise attack. What's to tell? We were on patrol, watching for more of Montclair's mischief. When we stopped to check on Hinault's farm, we were ambushed. We knew Montclair had troops, but we never expected that he had a damned army. My opinion? He wants to be the king of Rivenspire, just like that madman Ranser. Lieutenant Fairfax retreated to the old tower on the hill. We're holding Montclair's soldiers off, but we need to get our wounded troops back on their feet again.
Nothing is certain until it happens.
Speak up and talk fast. After that surprise attack, I'm not feeling very trusting or hospitable towards strangers. Our healing supplies. Eloise could certainly use those. All right, I'll order them to unlock the tower door. But understand this. If you betray us in any way, I'll kill you myself and toss your lifeless body from the top of the tower. Unlock the tower door.
What do you want? Can't you see all these wounded? All this blood? I feel like I'll never be clean again, and I still have so much to do here. Divines be praised! Thank you so much. With these supplies, I can properly tend to the wounded. If you're willing to help, I won't say no. I'm worried about the Hinault family. We haven't seen them since the battle started. I want to check on them, make sure they're all right. But I don't want to navigate a horde of Montclairs on my own. That's what I was hoping you'd say. Lieutenant Fairfax doesn't want anyone to leave the tower. But I'm sure he'll agree to let me go if you accompany me. Give me a moment to finish tending to these soldiers, and I'll meet you outside. I just need a moment. I'll meet you outside. Just because I'm a healer doesn't mean I don't know my way around a battlefield. I kept my head low, followed orders, and took care of the wounded. Thankfully, I had a few supplies, but what you brought me is a godsend. I'm here. Talk to me when you're ready to check on the Hinault family. I'm ready when you are. Follow me and stay close. It's not that far. This is the Hinault farmhouse. Why don't you go up and see if anyone is home?
Go away! We don't want any trouble! Are we all right? Soldiers have invaded our farm, and you're asking if we're all right? What is this? Some kind of trick so you can take our house too? And I should just believe you and open this door? I don't think so. If you really want to help, bring me weapons to arm my family with. Once we can properly defend ourselves, I'll happily open this door. Not just any weapons, you hear me? I need a two-handed sword. And one-handed swords for my wife and oldest son. My younger son needs a bow. And my daughter, she insists on having a pair of daggers. Bring the weapons back here when you have them.
Genovi makes a good point, but I think I can help. Come talk to me when you have a moment. One thing you can always count on after a battle. Lots of extra weapons. I saw some of the soldiers tossing weapons into the barn. You should be able to find everything Genovi asked for in there. You can handle this on your own. There's fresh blood inside the farmhouse. Can't you smell it? I need to collect my healing supplies from the tower so I can help Genovi and his family. Right, good. Whatever. The sooner we get this done, the sooner I can get something to eat. Suddenly I'm starving. I'm not sure I can stand much more of this. Bodies, the blood. I wanted to save this family, but look what happened. It feels like everything has suddenly gone wrong. I don't know. I came back and found that the door was open. Genovi must have sacrificed himself so the rest of the family could escape. But blessed Arcane, why did they open the door? The weapons? Of course. It's just the enormity of it all. It's frazzled my nerves. But the rest of the Hinault family, you have to find them. Before you go, I have to tell you something. The dead, they sometimes return as blood fiends. I'm not sure, but the lieutenant thinks the Montclairs are responsible. If any of the Hinaults were killed, you have to burn their bodies. Take this torch and start with Genovi. Then collect his ashes so his family can give him a proper burial.
Please, don't hurt me. I don't want to die. Wait. You're not the creature that attacked my father. You're not even one of the Montclairs. Too little, too late, stranger. If you had come to us before that monster knocked on our door, maybe things would be different. Instead, my father is dead and my family is scattered. She knocked on the door. She sounded concerned, said she was there to help. When my father opened the door, he was attacked. He yelled for us to run. I heard my father's screams. They followed me as I ran. The sword, just like my father requested. Oh, I wish he had just let you in. You could have saved him. I'll run to the Shornhelm Guard. Please, find the rest of my family. We got separated in the confusion. She knocked on our door. She sounded concerned, said she...
No. No, please. Leave me alone. I haven't done anything. You were the one who came to the door? Who my father sent off to get weapons for us? He should have trusted you. I wasn't close enough to hear, but someone knocked on the door and convinced my father to open it. That's when the screaming started. And the blood. I panicked. Probably would have died myself if not for Joan. I feel better with these in my hands. I just wish you would have made it back sooner. Then maybe my father would still be alive.
There you are. Have you seen Heloise? Some of the Hinaults have arrived. But I haven't seen Heloise since she ran off with her healing kit. Well, she hasn't come back yet, and I'm starting to worry. I think she's ill and trying hard not to show it. Hopefully she'll be back soon. For now, go inside and check on the Hinaults. I promised to send you to them when you arrived.
It's good to see you again, my friend. The Shorenhelm Guard has been helpful, but my mother and little brother have yet to arrive. By any chance, did you happen to find them while you were out there? I was afraid that was going to be the case. I'll try to be strong. For my sister. I just wish I could bury them in the family graveyard. I won't sleep easy until that's done. Thank you. We'll bury these as soon as my sister calms down. Oh, wait a moment. Someone's coming in. No. No, it can't be. Not you!
Divines, protect us! It's the monster!
Stay back, foul creature!
Monster? What did I...
She's a blood fiend! She entered our farmhouse and killed our father!
No. That can't be true.
What are you still doing in here? You need to chase down that monster and kill it! Kill it dead!
Sound. Footsteps. Wind blowing past. A traveler. Praise the sun. And I'll make sure the beetles crawl over you when you lie in the dirt. Mercy. I never wanted to do this.
Oh, Stendarr. What's wrong with me? Please, stay back. I'm so hungry, and I don't want to hurt you. I think Hinault's son is right. I think I did attack his father. I'm not sure. My memory comes back to me in flashes. I smell blood, so fresh and strong. I've just been so hungry. I think I consumed Genovi's blood. Why am I so hungry? Begin? I don't know. Days ago? Weeks? No. I was scratched. During the battle with the Montclairs, I remember a snarl. Something touched my arm. I forgot about it until I noticed the deep scratch while I was tending to the wounded soldiers. Since then, I've been dreaming while I'm awake. Dream about teeth and blood. So much blood. I can smell it all around me. I'm hungry. So hungry. I'll go away. Far away. I'll find a place to hide. Someplace where I can't hurt anyone. I don't trust myself. Stendarr, help me. I'm so hungry. I can do this. I can control it. It's only when I get hungry that I lose control. I'll live in the wilderness, far from people. I'll survive on animals. Never people. Never. I'm sure I can control it. Lieutenant Fairfax. Sometimes I thought he had a fondness for me. I hope he didn't. I really hope he hated me. I can't think about what might have been. Tell him not to look for me. I want him to hate me with all his heart.
Where's Heloise? Is she all right? Does she need help? I knew something was wrong. I tried to get her to talk to me. Maybe I could have done something and then she'd still be here. But she's alive, right? I mean, that's something. When this business with Montclair is over, I'll find her. I'll bring her back.
My sister and I are going to bury our family. We'd be honored if you accompanied us.
Marek would come here to play all the time. It made Mother so nervous. She hated these ruins.
I remember Father's ghost stories. He tried to scare us into staying away. But the stories just made Marek more interested.
Things are going to be so different now that they're gone.
He hears voices in his head. Don't worry.
Thank you for coming with us. I feel safer with you nearby. Why? Why did they have to leave us?
What happened to our family is terrible. But as the bards say, life goes on. My sister and I came up here to, well, to give them a proper burial. Thank you. I have one last favor to ask of you, though. Would you bury our family's ashes? Mela and I think it would be appropriate, considering all you've done for us. Father was strong, steady. He held our family together.
Mother was our rock. I loved her so much. I miss you, Marek. You were a spoiled brat, but I loved you.
Blessed Arcane, please sanctify our family and the ground they rest in. Let them find peace, and keep them safe. Well, my family is at peace now. Thank you so much for your help. You'll always be a friend of the Hinault family. I'm not sure. There are so many memories here, but we can't keep the farm in good order with just the two of us. Mela and I might travel for a while. Visit Shornhelm, or Wayrest. We'll make a new life for ourselves, thanks to you.
Ingrid Van speaks highly of you. If you're high in her esteem, you're high in mine.
I need another drink like I need a head in the hole.
All right, the Countess has given us our orders. Let's head.
You sent the guard west to chase a rumor? We need those troops to protect Shornhelm.
Only some of them, Baron. My father would have done the same. Captain Genevieve will discover the truth and report back.
Countess, Baron, please. We must remain focused. As long as Montclair controls the upper city, the whole region remains at risk.
How could we trust you, Count Ravenwatch? Your friendship with Montclair is well known. What did you offer those captains to betray us?
I care for the Count even less than you, Baron, but he hasn't done anything to warrant such accusations. Yet.
We must end this debate and take action. Make an example of the two traitors and retake the upper city. How can the two of you not see that?
I do not disagree, Baron, but we need to proceed with caution. There is more to this situation than meets the eye. I know I make you both nervous. Perhaps we should continue this after our blood has cooled?
Mind your tempers, gentlemen. We have a visitor. Come forward, friend, and state your business.
Bah! You both try my patience. I can almost understand what drove Montclair to abandon our triumvirate.
I returned to Shornhelm after my father's death to find a city divided and our land in peril. Baron Dorel means well, but he'd rather rush forward than take a moment to examine the path ahead. But what brings you to Rivenspire, friend? Of course. The light provides as always. Baron Montclair is changed. We need to find out what has driven him to this perilous course of action. A letter? A journal? We need something to give us more insight into why he has betrayed us. 2 Shornhelm Guard officers. They defected to Montclair's side and helped him take over the upper city. Look for Orlazog Grayarzal and Juberg Gain. Perhaps you can deal with these traitors and discover Montclair's motivations. Baron Dorel can tell you more.
Ambitious? I suppose he was no more or less so than any house noble. My father never liked the man, though. But to change so drastically, to put innocent people in harm's way, I pray for the wisdom to understand our foe. The Baron sees me as a child, and I find him to be a pompous ass. Light grant me patience. I know that he wants to appear strong, in control, but we need to peer into the shadows and determine what has led to Montclair's bold actions. House Ravenwatch is an old Rivenspire family. As for Verandis, I do not like the man. Be that as it may, and despite his long friendship with Montclair, the Count seems genuine in his willingness to help. He cares deeply about our people. I suppose he hopes we will surrender and agree to his terms, but that's not going to happen. Neither House Tamrith nor House Dorel will give in to such outrageous demands. And I know the High King won't allow such treachery to go unpunished.
Heed my words, friend. There is more to Montclair's betrayal than the Baron and the Countess know. I suggest you proceed with caution when you enter the upper city. I'm a lesser noble of the city, offering what assistance I can during this time of trouble. The Baron and I were friends, yes, good friends. But that was before this madness overtook him. Dorel sees traitors behind every pillar, but his intentions are good. He truly cares for Rivenspire and its people. He simply has the social skills of a sober Nord. Tamrith is overly occupied with spiritual matters. She'd rather pray for my lost soul than engage in a rational discussion, much like her mother. Her late father was another matter. Sensible, strong, pragmatic. Her younger sister takes after him. Yes, Captain Geneve of the Rivenspire Guard. In fact, the Countess just sent the good captain to investigate disturbing rumors from the western countryside. But rumors are for later. We have a more immediate problem right here in Shornhelm.
Find those traitors and make them pay. Let's show everyone what it means to betray the city of Shornhelm. Situation? What's to tell? Baron Montclair betrayed all of Shornhelm and has taken over half the city. People have been killed or injured, property destroyed. And now Montclair has demanded that we surrender and crown him King of Rivenspire. Now you sound like the Countess. Who cares why he wants to be king? The only thing that matters is that we stop him before he takes over all of Shornhelm. The man is a cad and a coward. I will never bend my knee to him. Never! I don't know what Montclair promised them, but we can't let such disloyalty go unpunished. We must show resolve in this matter. We must deal harshly with these traitors. They'll be in the upper city, probably in the barracks or Montclair Manor. She's young and inexperienced. She hesitates, turns to prayer instead of her own good sense. A ruler has to think and act, not pray to bloody arcane for every little thing. If we hesitate in this, we'll surely lose everything we hold dear.
understand you. Let me show you the power.
Set it ablaze!
If you unlock this cage, I'll be your best friend for life. I needed some quiet time. What do you think I'm doing in here? I went and got myself captured. I'm one of the Shornhelm Guard. Look, let me out of this cell, and I can help you. Good question. You shouldn't. But that doesn't mean we're not on the same side. I bet they sent you to find information about Montclair. Open the cell and I'll tell you what I know. I appreciate the help. You're all right in my book. Now I need to report back to Baron Dorel.
What news do you bring from the upper city? Have the traitors been dealt with? Damn! Montclair's Argonian is as crazy as an outhouse skeever. His soldiers kidnapped a few nobles, grabbed them in broad daylight. Probably hopes to use them as insurance against us. But he must realize that I never negotiate with terrorists. Then we have to act fast. Go to the Muse and free Lady Aurene Tamrith, Nethan Albergama, and Sir Estienne Gillen. If you can take out Rizal Jewel along the way, all the better. In the meantime, we'll mobilize the Shornhelm Guard and retake the upper city.
This Rizal Jewel seized nobles. Such brazen acts must not be tolerated, Baron.
Indeed. It is time to act, Countess. No more talk. No more debate.
How can we walk in the light if we leave innocent townsfolk to languish? Wait, are you agreeing with me?
Don't look so shocked, Isolde. It was bound to happen eventually. Our friend will go to the Muse to free the hostages and stop the reinforcements while we assault the upper city. A two-pronged approach.
Well, all right then. Baron, if you would, give the command and rally the Shornhelm Guard.
It will be my pleasure. It's time to show those Montclair cowards what it means to betray the people of Rivenspire.
One moment, friend. I may know something about the Fevered Muse. The Fevered Muse. I haven't thought about that place since I was a child. It's a ravine beyond the upper city. It's been sealed off for years. They used to send the ill and infirm there. Those afflicted with the plague, Khajiit fever, Argonian leprosy, things like that. But that was a long time ago. It's a dank old place. Oh, I remember now. The sewers! You can sneak through the old sewer tunnel. It leads to right near the entrance of the Fevered Muse. The ravine is riddled with small caves, as I recall. There's an even older section, an ancient ruin. If this Argonian is using a portal to bring reinforcements into the city, I suspect those ruins would make a proper staging ground.
Not so fast, my friend. You don't have to deal with this on your own. I assume you have come to rescue the nobles and stop Montclair's reinforcements. But if Rizal Jewel is here, you shouldn't have to face him alone. I am not without resources of my own. When I discovered that Montclair had left the city and heard that the nobles had been taken captive, it wasn't difficult to ferret out the mad Argonian's hiding place. I have loyal associates. Let's leave it at that for the time being. Suffice to say, we have nothing but Rivenspire's best interests at heart. Now, let's go rescue those nobles. Well, the Argonian, he has been at Montclair's side for a long time. He is a skilled warrior and an alchemist. I believe he may also have darker interests, including necromancy. Understand this. Rizal Jewel is powerful and not quite sane.
Where is that half-wit?
That horrible Argonian, Rizal Jul, said he would turn me into a powerful creature. Why would I want that? Ah, sweet freedom. Thank you so much for coming to my rescue.
The day will be ours!
I knew Father would send someone for me. He's the ambassador from Alakir. Did I mention that? Baron Montclair and his Argonian general, Rizeljul, attacked the nobles of Shornhelm. This is an outrage.
I prayed that I wouldn't be left to that lizard's torture. They poked and prodded me. I'm of House Tamriel. How dare they?
I suspect that Rizal Jul is behind that stone door, along with his portal. We need to stop him from bringing through more reinforcements. I'm surprised Baron Dorel didn't accompany you here. He's never been one to shy away from getting his hands bloody in defense of house and country. Shornhelm's stability affects all of Rivenspire. If Montclair and his allies take over the city, I fear all of Rivenspire would soon fall. And then they would look beyond our borders. He's always fancied himself the true heir to Rance's throne. I usually leave politics to the other nobles. I prefer to deal quietly with more unusual problems. As for the why of things, call it an obligation. But now is not the time to discuss the past.
No time to deal with these fools. Kill them! Kill them all!
I can feel the magic. There's a portal close by. We need to close it before we're overrun by more Montclair soldiers. I should be able to close the portal. It won't take me more than a few seconds. There. That should keep them out. Shornhelm will be safe now. I shall begin my research at once, try to determine where Rizal Jul has gone. In the meantime, you should seek out the High King. With the portal closed, we stopped Rizal Jul from sneaking more Montclair troops into the city. It is frustrating, though, that Rizal Jul slipped away. That Argonian is sly and cowardly. No, and that's what worries me. He must be tracked down and dealt with swiftly. Thanks to your efforts, though, Montclair's plan to take control of Shornhelm has been stopped. You should inform High King Emmerich and the other nobles. According to my sources, he was close before I entered the Mews. I have no doubt that the Shornhelm Guard has reclaimed the upper city. I assume Dorel, Tamrith, and the High King are even now in Shornhelm Castle. Give Emmerich my regards.
Don't look away.
What is it?
While you were gone, we liberated the Upper City. House Montclair's hold on Shornhelm has been shattered.
We dislodged House Montclair from its nest. The Upper City is ours, and Shornhelm is free.
Here we have the savior of Shornhelm, I presume. You should know that Baron Dorel and Countess Tamrith have been quite generous in their praise of you. I trust you were able to close this portal Montclair was using to bring in reinforcements?
I'm not surprised. Verandis and I go back many years. He has a habit of making people nervous, but I've been trying to reassure Baron Dorel and Countess Tamrith he is loyal to the people of Rivenspire. Did you also defeat this Rizal Jewel? Then I suppose we'll have to track him down, he and Montclair both. I fear Montclair's ambitions may be far greater than simply conquering all of Rivenspire. It's better we stop him now.
Thanks to you, we have an excellent start here in Shornhelm, and I will devote my resources to fortifying the city as quickly as possible. We're secure here now, and we have to ensure it remains that way.
Shornhelm may be secure, but reports from other parts of the kingdom suggest Montclair is stirring up trouble everywhere. Countess Tamrith and Baron Dorel will each take a detachment of the Shornhelm Guard and go investigate these reports.